Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I have here a beautiful cattleya for you. It's actually the second time that I'm showing you this cattleya because it actually gave me some nice topic for us to explore. That is why some flowers change their colors. So basically, this cattleya here specifically, when it decides to open its buds, just in the beginning, the first day or two, it's gonna be like more towards the greenish yellow and white. And then after 2 days, it will start to transform into more like a pink purple flower to the end of its life when the flowers fade. Why this happen? And if you're curious about to know why some flowers, some orchids specifically, will change its colors, why they will open, let's say yellow or green, and then they will change to something like pink or purple. Nature is so intriguing and it's so wonderful at the same time. So I went on, I read some articles, and I brought some information for you, and I hope you enjoy. So let's start. The colors of petals and sepals of our orchids, not only that, but sometimes leaves as well, and even these beautiful lips, are determined by some pigments like anthocyanin, carotenoids, flavonoids. So what happens is these pigments can appear different depending on their chemical environment, especially if the pH inside the flower cells changes for some reason. When a flower first opens, its cells must be slightly acid. The acidity can make anthocyanin appear lighter, giving them white, cream, or yellow tones, exactly like with this orchid here. When the flowers first open, the cells might be a little bit acidic, so what happens is that the anthocyanin will be a little bit lighter in tone. So we're gonna have cream and yellow and maybe a little bit like greenish tones, slightly lighter, like it happened with these flowers. As the flowers age, there are some things in the cells, I'm gonna give the names because it's a little bit complex. They will become a little bit more alkaline, so the pH will change. For this reason, the color of the flower will also change. This subtle shift changes how light interacts with the pigment molecules. And suddenly you won't see yellow orchid takes on pink and purple hues. Something really cool about this color change is that it helps nature somehow, or it's a whole process that actually helps pollination. When these flowers start to open, or maybe in the first day or two, they are not mature enough to be pollinated, so that's why they will have this cream yellowish color. That's also a way, a response to the environment, that when these plants are actually fully mature, it will signal to insects as well that they are ready to be pollinated. So not only it is a chemical change in the tissues of our orchid, but this chemical change actually evolved somehow in a way that the insects can perceive that, and is also coordinated with the cycle of our orchids in a way that will determine when they are ready to be pollinated. I think this is so beautiful. Sorry, this is the biologist that existed in me once. Just saying, because I know that it's weird that I find it beautiful. Anyway, so for specifically for insects that can differentiate colors, these will make a huge difference. Of course, genetic also play a role. Some orchid species and hybrids as well, like cattleyas, will have genes that will regulate pigments production as the flower ages. Depending on the light exposure, temperature, and humidity, this process can slow down or speed up. And your flowers will feel it as well. It depends on their genetics, as already mentioned, so not every orchid will do it. If your orchid flower is actually changing color a bit faster because it's very warm, that's normal, and it's the same thing with temperature. If it's getting too hot and they change color quicker, that's also normal. Usually when that happens, your flowers will probably fade quicker as well. And again, it's a response to the environment. So remember, the next time that your orchid change colors, there is nothing wrong with that. It's amazing. It's actually a combination of genetic, response to the natural habitat, and also evolution here. As I told you, not every orchid will be able to change colors, but when they do, I think it's really cool and cute because you can have two of the same flowers somehow with different colors. Not only that, but some plants, other blooming flowers, they can also change colors according to the pH when they are growing in soil. There are a ton of experiments out there. You probably have done one of those in school. If you have not, look around, do a bit of research. You might find some information about it. But I love to discover orchids that change color or change flowers because it's so curious and to discover why this happens as well. Anyway, this video is supposed to be super short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed this topic, talk a little bit more about science, try to research a little bit more about this kind of topics and bring this for this channel and for you. Let me know if you have a color change orchid inside your home. Let me know if you enjoy cattleyas as well. I love to hear your comments. And more than that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.